What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for checking out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button and hit the notify button, where we're always dropping new Toyota Tacoma content. All right, guys, so we got a hybrid Tacoma here lifted, so let's just check her out. So let's see what they did over here. So it looks like we probably got a 2.5-inch lift. We got some Mickey Thompsons on here, and we got 285 65 18 on the Toyota wheel. So this looks like some type of Toyota heritage style wheel, but because it's got spelled Toyota out, so I'm wondering if this is like the upgraded wheels. Let's see. Doesn't say on here, but so we got an 11-link kit for $1,290. We got wheels and tires for $3,235, and that total $4,525. All right. Okay, and so that was $4,500 for the dealer installed options, and you got a $3,000 discount on this truck, so it brought it down to $51,900, and it retailed for almost $50,500. And with the hybrid, you guys, you're gonna get 23 and 20, so 23 combined, 22 in the city and 24 on the highway, and it's locked. So one interesting thing about this truck is, well, it's a lot of interesting things. It also looks like it has tint on this thing as well, but no options on this truck. So this is the hybrid. I'll let you guys see the hybrid. So this was the retail, was for $50,000, almost, like I said, $50,500. Here's your options. Just basically the Predator steps and the body side molding. And let's talk about that, because the body side molding on this truck doesn't look very good for this particular color. So, oops, made it too big here. So this is the body molding pieces. So this could come on your truck, and I don't know why they decided to choose black with the white, but I think maybe white would have looked better. But the black and the white, it just looks too much black and white. It looks like some type of racing stripe on the side, and I hate graphics on the side, on the bottom, really down here on these trucks. FYI, I don't really like the Charger racing, you know, ground effects type of stuff. But yeah, the molding itself, I kind of like it. I've seen it on like the underground. It's not bad. It's pretty thick. It does give you, kind of gives you a little extra body, I don't know, body pieces, body molding, or I can't think of what I'm trying to say. But this is a good looking truck, and like the coolest thing I think about the iForce Max truck is actually the badge. And I know a lot of people, I kind of talked about the badges in my last video, but if you're gonna get a badge, I would just get the iForce Max badge. I mean, if you're gonna fake it, I get an iForce Max badge because it just looks, it looks clean. It doesn't look like some TRD Sport or TRD Off-Road badge that's trying to look like a pro badge. But maybe you just want to let people know you got an off-road or sport. So I'm gonna let that badge go. But what I was trying to say is this: I think they did a good job of the coloring. It's got like this red, if you can see, it's red and silver, but it looks really cool. It's kind of hard to catch it on camera here, at least with this sun blinding me. But good looking stance on this truck, and we've had this truck on here before. So what they did was I should have got a picture of it, but they got the black lug nuts on this thing now, and I know for sure these are the upgraded tires that you can get, or the upgraded wheels. Got your bed lights back here, no blacked out tailgate back here. But here's another really cool badge that you're gonna get. So that's how you can always tell if you're behind a Tacoma. If it has the iForce Max, it's a hybrid. And so let's talk about that. That's what we can talk about. So we had our first trail hunter on the channel today, and the guy talked about having more horsepower and more torque, and he said it's definitely noticeable. So that's one person that said it. He's the owner. He's also a salesperson here, so he sells tons of vehicles and trucks, and he says he's driven all the trucks that have come through, so all the different models pretty much. And that's what he said. So he said you could notice it, and I thought you could notice it too. You could definitely notice the torque. Even when I kind of drove the Land Cruiser, which has the same exact hybrid system that the Tacoma hybrid has, probably tuned a little bit different, but you're going to get the 2.4 turbocharged hybrid in this one, which is 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque, compared to 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. So yeah, he said it was noticeable. 4Runner. He said it was noticeable. So that's that. So if you're thinking about You know, if you want more response, if you want more responsiveness and you want a little bit faster, you know, because when you look at the 0 to 60 numbers, I'm pretty sure that all of them are pretty close. The Trail Hunter, the Pro, the non-hybrids and hybrids. So they're all pretty close, but he said it's noticeable. I kind of thought it was. I mean, and it's a pretty big difference in numbers. I mean, you're talking about 326 compared to 278. And then as far as torque is concerned, you're talking about 317 compared to 465. So the torque number is the biggest one from, like I said, what, 317 to 465 is a pretty big difference. But overall, I really do like the way this truck looks. I hate the moldings. I absolutely hate the moldings on this vehicle, and I think it just kind of ruined the truck. So they were showing me some stuff, kind of what, I don't know if they put it back on here. I thought they were supposed to put it back on, but I don't know if they did or they didn't. But they were kind of showing me some of the stuff that they have to cut down here and some of the stuff you kind of have to remove to get these to fit without rubbing. So there is some trimming that is involved in that. But yeah, good looking truck here. Let's kind of look at some poke, because that's one of my things now. With the 3rd generation, we learned about suspension, and a lot of people don't like the spacer lifts. That's what this dealership uses, as a spacer lift, and I think it's great, and it'll probably handle, you know, okay off-road. I mean, it's not like you're going to be out there doing a bunch of rock crawling and doing all that type of stuff, but if you're just going to be doing like light trails and just going to the store and back and forth to work, I think a spacer lift will be fine. They warranty all the parts and the labor and everything. So my question is, do you need a Pro? Do you need, you know, a bunch of suspension? Or should you just do this? Just do like a spacer lift, and if this is good enough for you, because this look right here is almost good enough for me. I think this is what I want. I just want a truck with some poke, nice set of wheels and tires. Now this set of wheels, these tires are all, I mean, these wheels are right, excuse me. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place here. But these wheels are okay. I like an offset, but with these tires, these wheels have got a decent offset to them to where they give you a little bit of poke. And that's a factory wheel. So, like, this is all I really want. And I think you got a good solid truck. With this hybrid system right here, you basically have the same exact horsepower. You have the same exact horsepower as the Trail Hunter or the Tacoma, or the Pro, I mean. So you would basically need a TRD tuned exhaust and maybe the intake if you wanted that complete sound. And you know, you're not gonna get it. They haven't made an aftermarket snorkel. So the one that's in the Trail Hunter, you can't get, as far as I know. But yep, that's it, guys. So you're gonna get disc brakes this year all the way around, and coil springs all the way around. Now these hybrids come with a spoiler on and an air dam, but they've obviously taken it off to fit the wheels on there. Go take a look at the price one more time. So $50,000 is what the truck retail for, $50,475, and then they did a discount of $3,050 off of it, and it brought it down to $51,000 after they added about $4,500 worth of dealer installed options on this beautiful iForce Max hybrid. So here's a really nice lifted one, and I'll take you guys to some other ones. So those are the hybrids. That's what that one looked like. You'll see these trucks on here multiple times. And this is gonna be my last video of the day. And these ones are not gonna be hybrids, so you're gonna get 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. Let you guys see these guys right here, 35s, 35, 12.5, 17, 2.5-inch lift. Now my favorite truck is this one right here. This is my favorite one probably out of all of them. And even with the Trail Hunter is really cool, but I really like this one right here. This is the one that I like a lot. I like the offset on this one. And this one is like a 3.5-inch lift. So anytime you see a ready lift upper control arm and it's a spacer lift, that's what it's gonna be. And they got it on 35, 12.5, 17 LT on the open country RTs. or MTs, excuse me. But that's gonna do it, guys. Have a good day and God bless. Peace. Thanks for checking out the channel.